Okay, let's try that again. How's the YouTube audio looking? We should be looking better now. I had the wrong mute on. I have to mute the speakers on my laptop. And I had it muted into the stream. So, sorry about that. So one more time through here. We are in Duchesne City, Utah. We jumped ahead to here in Duchesne and met with a lot of locals here, but we weren't able to really put together the community walk portion that we were hoping to achieve. So we are going to be walking across Duchesne and towards Roosevelt, and we walk out as far as we possibly can. And before the heat of the day, this heat wave is really gnarly. So we'll do as much as we can. I think we're on the side of the problematic. Out of sync. I don't think so. Looks like I'm in sync. Hopefully I'm in sync. And head out here and move towards Roosevelt. So what are we doing this for? We're doing this to wake people up and let them know that they need to do. This has in the United States since the Constitution was ratified in 1787, that has brought the people to a rising point that we're attempting to do here. I mean, there's been lots of people going into DC and filling in the streets of DC. Every year where hundreds of thousands of people get together for a cause. But this is for our country. And we need to have more people than anything ever before. We are in a constitutional crisis. And the only way we're going to get out of this, there's two ways: peaceful and not so peaceful. I prefer to say that we want the peaceful side of things. So people are thinking that it's not worth it, that we're just going to have to pick up arms and use the Second Amendment, and that's the only way to get our country back. If it came to something like that, I'd be right there on the front line. Cat. I don't know if I'm upright. I just switched over to see if I can get it to go a little bit better here. morning, Ron and Jerry. We've been chasing quality problems for a while now, and as it stands right now, we are attempting to utilize a new function of Restream, and so we're not sure what's causing the syncing issues, but I have moved over to using direct data on the phone rather than trying to use Starlink. So I'm thinking the problem may be the delay of the satellite. Don't know. This has never been really done before at this level, so we got to play with it. And I apologize for all of that. But again, we're working with trying to wake people up and get them engaged at a level never seen before. Never seen before. So that's what I'm out here for. I'm out here to try and wake people up, bring people to the table, and get people to engage in understanding what we, the people, need to do to get our country back. That's really what this is all about. So hopefully we can go ahead and get out now and walk. We've got the stream going, and good morning, Gray Bear, up in Canada. Good to see you. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk through Duchesne. We're going to stop at the post office at the other end of town. We're going to stop. There's a memorial there that we're going to stop at, and then we'll continue on towards Roosevelt until we hit the heat of the day, or hit the heat that we need to leave. Because there's one small town between here and Roosevelt. We'll take a peek at that one, but I've got a feeling that Roosevelt's are going to be our next stop. And as these towns get closer in together, or we get people behind me, then our jumping will be less or no jumping. So this is about getting people, pure and simple. I did a radio interview yesterday, a recording that'll be going across 3 different radio stations today in the Uinta Basin. And when we get to Vernal, hopefully meet up with some folks there. We've got some people on call, if you will, that may come out and walk with us in Vernal. We've also got today, starting in the Vernal area and in this entire Uinta Basin, we have got individuals these radio stations putting out to these individuals to come and join us. So somewhere between here and Vernal, which is about 60 miles, I hope to see a bunch of people. So I'm going to go ahead and get up and start this walk. I see Mindy is out there. She was going to walk, or have her husband walk this morning, but that didn't work out because she had a blowout and had to send her husband to work on the car, getting a new tire. Let's see here. Let's see if I can't get this charge to start. That's not working right. Okay, so this. Let's see here. to get that charger working. It was having an issue. There we go. You got to be able to charge this phone. While walking, or it won't last.
Whatever you want to do.
Okay. What's that? Okay. We'll flip it around here and get out the door. What do you think, Mr. T?
I think we need to get across the street before they stop that westbound or southbound traffic again.
Yeah, let me give it a shot.
They're
They're doing some road
stuff.
paving. They're paving the road up there. Ooh, we got a breeze.
Good morning.
What's that?
Good morning.
Good morning. All right. Need no detail. Well, thank you for those super chats there, Lou. Appreciate that, and Prodigal Son also. Thank you so much for that. Very well appreciated. Got with me Gypsy.
Morning, y'all.
Check. Radio on.
I remembered earpiece this morning, so that way I'm not broadcasting.
Yeah. That works too.
Yeah.
That way we won't get a
Yeah.
Get a smackdown.
I was thinking about the streamers for a minute, you know.
Yeah.
Besides that, I don't think they really want to hear what I'm listening to this morning.
Yeah. So we've got Beachy right behind us. We are using a new product within Restream. We got somebody coming in here. And I think it works okay if we're not using satellite data. But if I'm using a satellite, I'm using a Starlink, it's not as effective. It has some issues. We'll have to check into that. In the meantime, we're gonna go over, and when you can catch up, you can catch up. All right, this is stopped here. Here we go. Oh my God. Ignore. Because we're going to be over here on the sidewalk. Here we go. Let's take a peek back around here and see what we got. They got it. They're doing some paving work. We don't have traffic stop, but oh, the wind feels good. Thank you, Weather Cat. What was that temperature one more time? It's currently 66 degrees. Okay. Very good.
They've got some construction going on behind us there, so we're trying to get out of their way.
Sorry, jamming up.
Gypsy's got his earbuds in today, so he's got his music running.
Cellular data boss or Starlink?
I'm on cellular. If you need to bounce ahead, go ahead. I'm on cellular data.
Gotcha.
Ample. Good morning. Good morning. Flags at half staff today.
Yeah, it's half mast.
Well, I haven't been up on the news except for Queen Elizabeth passing away. I don't know of anything else.
That's it. It's made a mistake, brother. I can see why they would do it.
Yeah.
And as an English colony, because we are an English colony.
A little nursery over here. Good. Well, if you know anyone in the Duchesne city, in the Uinta Basin, anyone that is nearby that wants to be able to do walking, and send them our way. You want to understand what it is that we the people need to do to get our country back. And the first thing we need to do is we need to let everyone know that they need to contact their representatives multiple times, okay? We need to put the pressure on their representatives, both state and federal levels. And let them know that you want to have a petition in the House of Representatives for the scheduling of SJ Res 38. Look at that, Chinese pug. Yep. And there's my Frenchie over there going, hi, little guy, little girl, how are you? Nice to see you. How you doing? Yeah, I used to raise Chinese pugs, and this one's a small one. She's a little bitty one. How are you today? Hi. How are you? I used to raise pugs. I used to be a breeder for Chinese pugs. And if you look in the window right there, got my Frenchie is up there talking back. Bye. So SJ Res 38 is a Senate bill that was passed in the Senate. And even though it was by one vote, it's to end the state of emergency, and also carries verbiage to ensure that a declaration of emergency can never be used like this again. We've been under this state of emergency for more than 2 years, and it has to end. And even though people are trying to equate it to the mask mandates, they're lifting the mask mandates, or have lifted a lot of them, all over the United States. It's a ruse. It's only a ruse. The actual state of emergency is not just mandates. It's also for them to be able to shuttle money throughout the elites' worlds. Hospital charge masters, big pharma, you name it. So the state of emergency, also the vaccine mandates, you know, they say, well, it's no big deal. Sure, it's a big deal. Once you go to the over 50,000 military members that have lost their positions, and some been dishonorably discharged with no appeal process because they refused the jab. What about them? Just what about them? This is all caused by this state of emergency. So it still goes on today, even though the mask mandates are pretty much over. The social distancing of 6 feet, pretty much over. But too many people still think that mandates are laws. They're not laws, people. Mandates are nothing more than a decision made, very much like that of a mafioso in a cigar smoke-filled room. They're not laws. And when it comes to putting something in your body, the Nuremberg Code of 1947 says that you must have consent, or the informed consent. So to force somebody or to coerce someone to get a jab of something that they really don't want, but they want their job, that's overreach. It's government overreach. And it can no longer be allowed. So when it comes to the state of emergency, we need to stop that. SJRS 38, already passed in the Senate, does that. It ends the state of emergency, and it ensures that it can never be used in this manner again. But it's stuck in the House. It's stuck on Pelosi's desk. She will not schedule it. So we need a petition. We need everybody to start calling their representatives, email their representatives, and write good old-fashioned snail mail to their representatives, letting them know that they want SJ Res 38 passed, pulled out into a petition, pulled away from Nancy Pelosi's scheduling pile. We need 218 votes to do that. So let's get it done. We the people carry that power. We have to pull it back. It takes us, all of us. To get it done. Okay, the Nappy used to be over there and moved back there. Mr. T, is that the post office right there, I believe?
About 10 pounds of weight in here to slow me down. It's too long, I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
Post office.
Yeah. Once I cross over there, I've got to mute my stream and turn the camera off for just a minute so that we can go into the post office and conduct a little bit of business. So, shouldn't take but a few minutes. So Mr. T's parked there, that's good. He's not out of the road, so that's good. So,
they got a beautiful wood carving in that corner of it.
yeah, I see that, the eagle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get that. So what I'll do actually is I'll mute. All right. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around here, folks. So you get to look at my ugly mug. And then I'm going to be muting out while I business here.
Okay. Okay. All right, so we've got the package, and now we continue to walk. I'm gonna walk down here and show y'all outside of this Duchesne post office. This beautiful carving that was done in a tree that died a long time ago. Instead of uprooting it, the local artist took a chainsaw to it and turned it into an eagle. Very cool. So across the street there is BG, so we're going to go hand off the package. What is in the package? The package came from singer and songwriter Steve Spurgeon, I should say. And they are Wake Up in the USA t-shirts. You want to open display? Whiskey Tango is not with us at the moment, and Miss Patty, so unfortunately.
We'll hold them until we find them.
But
They'll come back.
yeah.
Yeah,
So we'll display a shirt here. And thank you, Steve, for the tea. Ah, we have a note. Let's see. Thank you for your pen and courage to lead. You embody the spirit of God, which is the spirit of freedom that we still enjoy in America. God bless, Steve. That's going in our bag. That's going in our bag. Look at everyone. That is Wake Up in the USA t-shirts. That one's that's an XX. That's a double X. So that's a 2X. And then there's two of those. So we've got a few of those. Very cool. Very cool indeed. And that'll go in the Pony Express bag.
technical difficulties.
Yeah. It's all right. We've got our Wake Up and Day t-shirts. Thanks, Steve. Mr. T says thank you. We're going to actually cross back across the street, Mr. T, and head over to the memorial. So we'll cross here as soon as he's bearing. As soon as traffic allows. Oh, and it does. It looks like they're getting ready. We got a line of barbecues going there, huh? Wow. They got a barbecue for each room, it looks like. Huh.
So coming up here on our right is a Veterans Memorial. We're going to stop here and look at it. We'd have to run that. I think it's somewhere 750 miles. And my personal total miles, and my personal walking mileage right now is, I do believe, at 300, close to 300 walk miles. All right. Actually, we'll have to double check those mileages. I'm not 100% sure. So, I want y'all to look at this lady right here and what she's saluting. She's saluting the flag over there. So, we've got the U.S. Army. And the Navy. All right, Super Trucker. Dedicated May 24th of 2014. All gave some gave all.
Without men and women who love freedom so much, they're willing to stand up for it, and yes, they die for it.
That's right. Without men and women who love freedom so much that they are willing to stand up for it, and yes, even die for it, there is no freedom. A quote from President Ronald Reagan. United States Marines that lost their lives.
Yeah.
The freedom song of freedom isn't free. No, freedom is not free. Spanish-American War and the Civil War in World War I. U.S. Coast Guard and U.S. Air Force. Freedoms enjoyed by many citizens in many democracies are only possible through the voluntary risks taken and sacrifices made by those in the military. A quote from U.S. Air Force Colonel Walter Hitchcock. Eagle Park. Diamond. Okay, so you know, when I stop and look at stuff like this, I don't know about you, Gypsy, but this gives me more gut feeling of why it's so important to do what I'm doing. And it's just more of America and history of America. It makes you think, it makes you wonder, at least me, what is going to happen to all of this if we continue down this path of cancel culture and so on. It's like, what will become of all of this history if we don't preserve our way of life, our constitutional.
If history is any teacher of that, victory is only written by the history.
Victory is written by your historical achievements. That's right. So it's like so many people are out here to erase it.
I was really kind of hoping we learned that mistake from the Egyptians. I mean, come on, we can't even build the pyramids.
Yeah.
So we got dumb somewhere.
Okay, we're crossing. Yes, sir. videos? We have a wide enough shoulder here, Mr. T, that if you have to, you could bounce up to the next wide spot if you needed to. Your call, if you're comfortable back there off on the shoulder. So I had a pretty good panel the other day with James Top up in Canada, and I think I have an understanding of what it is that his walk is about, and I don't believe that there is that much difference in what we're looking to achieve. So both of us are trying to wake people up. Wake citizens up to what government overreach is occurring, and what we, the people, can do about it. Your first half of that, because Beachy was out of range, was cut up. You want to try again? I'm not sure. I can't speak for Steve. I know that Steve is waiting for us to get into the Omaha, Nebraska area, and he'll join in and walk some. So, but I can't speak for Steve and what his longer term plan would be. I'm going to stop here for a second over this river. This is called the Strawberry River. So I'll bet you there's some good trout. I'll bet you there's some good trout in here.
I got my gear with me.
Yeah. That dog sounds like it's a seal,
I
man.
know, it's like mud
It's like a
puppies.
sea lion.
Mud puppies?
So we're 28 miles from Roosevelt and 58 miles from Vernal. And Myton is 18. That's almost all truck traffic. And gusts to 40 with a truck pass. Hang on to your hat. Yeah, they got it up for they moved it from somewhere. Preservation. Some of the mesa. That one carried a large gust on it. No, I got hit with a huge gust of wind that took my hat and blew my phone right off the gimbal. From this last truck that went by, it blew my phone off the... I tried to grab my phone, and it grabbed my phone, blew it off the mount, and I'm not sure if I'm still transmitting on YouTube or not. So yeah, it literally ripped everything right off. I mean, it literally, see, this was tight under my...
I know, I seen that. That's why I was like, damn.
Yeah, it grabbed everything. So I'm not sure if my phone screen is broken or not. Gimbal still works. So that was unexpected. It flat just grabbed my screen. I went to try and catch my phone and my hat went flying. Yeah. See what I'm talking about, Gypsy? They're catching, there's got to be a 60-mile-an-hour gust that hits us from the back. He's got to be doing, they got to be doing 65 or 70 going through here. Yeah. Well, it's a 55-mile-an-hour speed zone, but they're definitely going through here.
One up here was a surge from 65 right ahead of me.
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. Even on 50, it wasn't that bad. It'll be one thing when we've got a little bit of a straightened section of road, but wow, those trucks like that, they're carrying a breeze with them. So given where we are, here in the Uinta Basin, we need to make sure that people understand we need to like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so we can let more people know what's going on here. Get people to understand what it is. I have not seen a road with so much traffic on it so far, except for here. The traffic is nightmarish here.
Sorry, just you don't mean to laugh.
And I mean, it's mostly truck. You know, I know that the Uinta Basin has lots of oil, and a lot of these trucks are oil cans. Crude oil transports. Dude, this hat's not going to work with these trucks, I'll tell you that much. Oh, my phone barely holds on.
Looks like it's pretty much a steady string of that.
Yeah. Gypsy, I don't think we should chance that. Look at it's narrower up front. All right, we're calling it. This is not safe. All these trucks out here, and now we're going. Holy crap. We're going from a 4 or 5 feet down to less than 2.
We're like 18 inches.
Yeah, we got nothing to walk on over there. So we're just gonna have to call it and head to Roosevelt. Because I think it broke the screen on my phone. See?
Yeah.
So it wasn't good.
Blew your phone right out of the
It
mount?
blew my phone off the gimbal. Right off the gimbal. Yeah, it blew my phone right off the gimbal, and then I tried to reach for my phone, and even though I've got the chin strap on my hat, it ripped the hat off my head. So, yeah, that was spotty at best, and now we've got less shoulder than that to work with. So, let me see if I can zoom in here. Hold on. Yeah, I've got a protector on there. I can't tell if my screen's broke or the protector. So I'm hoping it's just the protector on there that's broke.
That's what it looks like.
But you can see we have got zero way to walk along that road. So, you know, for safety reasons, it would be one thing if it wasn't so much truck traffic. But like you get 6 or 7 trucks in a row, 2 cars and then more trucks. And, you know, that just, you know, it's these kinds of things that we have to look out for.
I want to go pull that caution light down. Yeah, we
So,
can before we take off.
yeah, do what you guys got to do. I'm going to get this off. And my shoulder's killing me after that. I tried to grab everything. Didn't make it. Didn't make it. So we've got... Whew. That was not good. Christ, my hat almost got run over by that big rig. So, yeah, it was gnarly, to say the least. Let's see. Man, it even loosened stuff up on the gimbal here. What we got here? Yeah, it looks like it might just be the protection, the protector I've got. I've got one of those Gorilla Glass protectors on here, and when it landed, it went face down and it just landed on the rocks. So I'm gonna try and see where we are. I couldn't really walk. I'm gonna have to start using in situations like that, I'll have to take that big hat off. But what surprised me was literally having my phone blown off of the gimbal from that passing truck. That surprised me. I was not expecting that at all. Let me see if I can find out where we are.
Ready, boss?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm looking at the road on the map. This wow. Yeah, this section through here would be suicide with those trucks. There's no shoulder to speak of. It's like 3 feet. Went down the wrong pipe. Went down the wrong pipe.
Sucked down some dust.
Now see, we've dealt with roads like this through Nevada, about the same size, same shoulder, but not the traffic. You got traffic coming this way, plus you got trucks going that way, they don't move. They don't have a chance to move over because there's already traffic there, and so they literally stay right on the fog line, and you're right there on the fog line. And then we got this guardrail, so we got 2 foot. Without being able to actually do traffic control, stretches like this is suicide. So yeah, that wasn't good. That having my hat and my camera blown away was the indicator. Hey, quit begging. Get down. Hey, quit begging. Sit. That was kind of nerve-wracking. I don't know about you.
I didn't want to jump that far in. There was just no place to stop.
Yeah, I was seeing that as you were going. It was like, yeah.
No. I wouldn't have had a problem except for all those trucks. Those trucks were the problem. And they got just as much right of being there as me, but
No, solo adventure, I might have walked.
yeah, solo I wouldn't have a problem. But I wouldn't have a camera and a hat and all that stuff too either. Would have been able to stay on the other side of the guardrail even on some of that.
I would have gone extra weight.
Yeah. See, here we are further out of town and there's no traffic.
When your hat blew off, he picked me up off the ground, so I knew that was about 6 mile an hour winds.
Yeah, no. I mean, it damn near blew me over.
Yeah.
So that was hit.
I got a blood flowing.
It definitely got the blood flowing. If we were walking by ourselves without a support vehicle, we'd be walking on the other side. But we'd be walking with traffic coming at us. But with the support vehicle, in a particular point, he had to kind of bounce ahead a little bit in order to get out of the road. And like that truck right there, he just came right over to the double yellow line.
Take care.
They're not paying attention. They drive this road so much, those crude oil tankers, that they're literally road zombies. And they're over on the fog line. I mean, that guy, Gypsy, that guy couldn't have been a foot from me when he came by me.
That'd be upset.
You know? For that kind of a guts to hit me so hard.
Yeah, 'cause it picked me up.
I know. I mean, it knocked me, almost knocked me over. That was. No, there's not. Yep, proton. That's exactly right. That almost knocked myself and Gypsy to the ground with that blast that we got hit with. So anyway, they got the heart pumping there for sure. The irony of it is now we're in Beachy and there's no trucks.
Well, there's a string up behind us.
There's a string of them behind us,
String of traffic.
and there's no passing lanes. Ignore. Ignore. Wow. So yeah, there's nothing out here. So 8 ton is about another 5 miles up, and we were looking to try and get part way out to Maine. But this is a pretty dangerous section. There was a state trooper that I saw parked back there, but they were going around him like a bat out of hell. So we get to that pilot in Roosevelt. I got to get me a new hat. Hopefully they've got units there. This one needs an oil change. I got this hat on February 20th. I know it because I got it with the flags when I went to the Atalanta for the convoy. I got it actually on the 19th, February 19th. When I got the flags for my truck. So we're gonna have to work on some video quality issues. And the kind of issues that we run across trying to use the Starlink. Starlink's definitely a plus for us, but there's no cell phone service. But we have more buffering problems because of the dust. Some of those trucks go up some roof clouds. Beachy's running really good. We haven't had any issues with her. We came out from Spanish Fork, got up to Soldier Summit on 6. We spent the night there. And moved over to 191. In order to get to Duchesne, we had to go over the climb that took us 200 foot of altitude. I'm not sure if we've got anybody monitoring. I think Mechanic Eric is in the house, if I'm not mistaken. How you doing, Eric? What do you mean by loophole suit? Answer. Hello. I'm doing good. by definition, is big trucks moving. Okay, 3, yeah. Okay. Okay, but there's some interpretations, just like everything else, and they interpret it that way. Okay, yeah, that interpretation, yes. Overtime rate. Okay. Correct. Steve Spurgeon, right? You wake up in the USA and save America. Oh yeah. Yeah. Exactly. That's right. No, he's got that one spot on. I can't wait to meet up with him in Omaha. Yeah, out of Branson. And you said that was November 5th, right? Right. Yeah. Meet and greet. Meet and greet. Yeah. Sounds good to me. A hootenanny. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. 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 especially from Missouri. I mean, hootenanny is well known terminology. Oh, for a hootenanny, you'd have dances and banjo playing, just about everything. There's the other one, shindig. The shindigs. Yeah, that's cool. Yep. Yeah, liability insurance. Crazy. That's what we're running into, though. That's what this. Yeah, exactly why I'm doing the walk. You know, the amount of overreach from all forms of government, whether they be state, federal, is crazy. And it's going to take all of us. It's going to take everybody to stand up against them and show them who they work for and say, this is BS. You know, this is extortion. Exactly. Yeah. Oh yeah. And see, that's the thing. What do we have in common right now? We all love our freedoms. And what do we need to make it more in common? Understanding it and believing in our Constitution and what it means to have a Constitution. Right. Yes. That's right. That's absolutely true. 100%. That's right. That's right. So that's where we'll have, you know, I'm excited when I get into the point where we can walk, you know, without having to do these jumps between towns. Like today, we had to suspend the walk and jump because of unsafe conditions on the road where we were. It blew my camera completely out. The first time, I mean, I have taken this gimbal, this DJI gimbal. I have added in some various locations, and never, ever has it blown the phone off the magnetic mount. Ever. I've never been bit. So it started taking my phone, it was taking my hat, and my hat had the strap under my chin. So, and it still ripped it off of my face. So, yeah, that was something else. That was crazy. But yeah, that's what happened is there's a string of the trucks that were coming by. Well, there's oncoming traffic that was coming. Okay. So, but these guys, these are oil field, crude oil transport trucks. Robots. They don't even see you. He was right on the fog line, and I was a couple of feet in from the fog line on the shoulder, just on the other side of the rumble strip. And he blew by with created such a buffet of wind, it was crazy. It almost blew Gypsy to the ground. He was no. So he's having a hard time catching his balance, trying to get you, and then also trying to catch the hat as it rolled past him. And then I had to stop, turn around, and go put on my phone. It was laying face down. So it broke the shield that I've got. For sure. I'm not sure what it may have done to the lens underneath, but until I peel it, I won't know. Because they're all over, but I can't, if anything, of Lexan that yeah. Yeah. Here.
Pilot to the side.
Be on the left side at Roosevelt. Already?
About 3 miles.
Yeah.
Sign said back there about 2 miles and Roosevelt 5 miles.
I'll be dipped. So we're already in Roosevelt. So yep, actually it was about, I guess it was only a 24, 25 miles jump. And we're on the travel sound. We'll see if we can set up a table today for come talk about freedom. You know, that kind of stuff. Convoy of Honor. You hear that, folks? Convoy of Honor, Branson, Missouri on the November 5th. And it'll be going, that's the beginning of the week for the Convoy of Honor. And there'll be a lot of hootenanny and shindigs. It's gonna be fun, yeah. Sitting. Tailgate party on the 8th, I got you, in Branson, Missouri. So, that's great. Everyone's welcome to join in. So Mona will be there, and she'll be putting on the hootenanny. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, people need to start waking up. Hopefully, we will be waking them up. We've got 10 states more to go across, and I'm looking to get the ambassadors, Walk for Freedom ambassadors across all 50 states. What was that?
Print shop.
Print shop, man.
Print shop.
The print shop. I'm not 100% sure. You gotta talk to Mama. I'm on the phone. I guess it's this side of town, but I don't have the address, Mr. T. There's a print shop here in town in Roosevelt that we've got to pick up our flyers for the Pony Express drive at the print shop. And then we also have I think it's on the other side of town, Mr. T. I think the FedEx drop box, which I'm not sure if Texas's package is at the FedEx drop box here yet or not. So we may have to go to the pilot and then kind of double back. I do believe this side of town is Federal Express drop box. Other side of town is the print shop pickup. We're just coming into Roosevelt. You start to swing towards the left, you'll see the pilot. There's a drive-in movie theater. I haven't seen one of those in a while. There is. Yeah, this is a drive-in. I'll bet you it still looks like it's active. It's not falling apart. Yeah, that's okay. Pilot on your left, Mr. T. Just past the Burger King. Yeah, still open. Alrighty. Love you too, hon. You know it. Thank you, dear. Bye. Alright, we are in Roosevelt. I'm going to try and get a soldering iron out and fix my mic. If I can flex it up enough, I might be able to float some solder fix on there. I'm not 100% sure because it could have some broken trace. I may just have to what's that? Try going to the other side, buddy. Yes, ma'am. Oh, cool. Well, that's they're building a new building there. Oh, that's a little Caesar. So maybe it's in there next to that cement pad. I'd just pull it in right next to the cement pad for now, Mr. T, on the left side of the pad. Towards the dumpster. We'll see if they want us in a different spot.
I guess the fuel truck's gonna have to get through here.
Yeah, we may have to move. At least for now, we're out of the way. That's good. So, wow. Kind of a bumpy road coming in. All right. We need an address for that FedEx box, or is it here at the pilot? 1128 US 40. We'll still have to get an idea of where it is. Gypsy and I can walk to it.
11:20.
Yeah.
1.4 miles.
Back where we came from, or ahead?
Yep, looks like it's back from where we came from.
I'm talking
Back
to.
on the other side of the Family Dollar, unless there's another one in
They're gonna next to Executive Suites.
town. Yep.
This got messed up because when I tried to catch, I wound up trying to grab my glasses that were going too. So it was, well, it was a big
Yeah,
wow.
30 minutes back.
And then 240 North Union Street for the print shop.
Did you say 240 what?
240 North Union Street.
1.2 miles.
That's what I thought. Okay. The print shop's under Grey Wolf Walk.
Alright, so which one am I going to first?
Well, I was gonna say
If you want to walk that, I walk when it comes in.
That's what I'm saying.
We can do it that way.
But do we know the print shop one is ready?
The print shop one's ready.
Yep.
Okay,
It's under Grey Wolf Walk.
Okay,
It's under Grey Wolf Walk.
alright. Gotta do is pick it up.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright. Alright. I'll go pick that one up.
Okay.
So let me spell this.
Oh man, Bobby, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. I'm really sorry to hear that.
1.2. Oh, for sure. People go on to State University in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I didn't mute the stream for my call with Mona. Really good call with Mona, and she is organizing a convoy of honor out of Branson, Missouri, and it begins November 5th in Branson, Missouri, and she's I think it's the 5th through the 9th, and she's going to 8th, the big tailgate party in Branson. It's a come one, come all type of deal, so gotta love Mona. Mona, good, passionate speaker for freedom and constitutional rights, and you know, maybe someday we can have a panel discussion and have her come in on the panel and have a talk with you folks. Very high-spirited, passionate conversation.
Hang up the job with Johnny Cash and ready to flag.
Friends on Facebook. Oh. Oop, my bad.
What it says.
I haven't even checked, but I'm not gonna lie.
So I'm gonna go ahead and
I just know I'm gonna
Texas is now an outro now. Just wondering. Yeah, I'll do that. Let me see here. So I have to,
Fire that generator up for a while.
I'm guessing that is the 1 minute 58 seconds. Make sure it's not. Q. There we go. That's in Q. Right. So,
I'm gonna fire that generator up for a while.
all right, buddy. Thank you. So we're going to be moving some here. I'm going to walk. It's 1.5 miles back to once I get confirmation that it's there, I'll walk back that direction. Gypsy's going to walk 1.5 miles the other direction and take care of our collections today. We're going to be here in Roosevelt for tomorrow, and we'll walk out the day after. On Sunday we'll walk out. Hopefully we'll be able tomorrow to be able to drum up enough community to have folks come out and talk to me, and see what it is that we've got going on. We really need everybody to get behind this. We are so far in the hole constitutionally that we have to wake up. We have to wake everyone up. And Canada and the United States. So, you know, in this continent, we've, you know, obviously I can't speak for Mexico right now, but the amount of tyranny that's going on, government overreach that's going on, there's only one way to fix it. The only way we can fix it is to come together. The only way we can fix this overreach is to let them know that people are the power of this country. That when it comes to a constitutional republic, it is the people that are in charge, not the government. And too many people have been indoctrinated over the last 40, 50 years into believing that the government is everything. When the government says jump, you ask how high. That's not true. And we need to show Americans that that's not true. And that's why I'm out here on this walk. I'm out here to give as much information as possible so that people understand what they have to do to be part of we the people. It's very much like there's no I in team. It's very much like that. We, the people, means us, all of us. And the majority of Americans know there's something wrong. I do not for a moment believe that I'm out of step here. I believe, even looking at mainstream media alphabet soup numbers, CNN, MSNBC type numbers, even Fox, over 70% of Americans are upset with the way this country is running. It doesn't matter if you're left, it doesn't matter if you're right, Democrat or Republican, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're black, it doesn't matter if you're white, it doesn't matter if you are Asian, it doesn't matter if you're Hispanic. What matters is you're an American. What matters is your voice. That's what matters. And your voice isn't being heard when you're only screaming at your TV set, or your phone, or your computer. You're not being heard. So if you're angry and you're one of those 70%, then do something about it. I am. I'm angry as hell. I'm very angry with what's going on. But you've got one of two ways to make this happen. You either do it peacefully using our First Amendment penalty rights, or you look at the very extreme and you look at the fact that people are going to wind up in a second revolution. Well, if you can't even organize for a peaceful resolution, then how will you organize for an armed conflict revolution? Which would, by the way, not be all that good. But people are tired. People are to that point. Many people are to that point. They're to the point where they're saying, enough's enough. We just need to have a call to arms and go in and remove the tyranny and replace the government. Good luck with that. You can't even organize to get behind a walk that brings everybody out, and imagine, if you will, every mile of an entire state's road completely packed with people heading to DC to let them know who they work for. That's my vision. That's what I want to see. I want to see the 10th Amendment used. I want to see people around this country organize their own walks to their state houses. Block off every street that they possibly can block, not with metal and plastic, but with flesh and blood. It means more when it's flesh and blood than when it's metal and plastic. It means more. And quite honestly, it will scare the hell out of the politicians when people start congregating in such a manner. When they start looking and pointing at those people and saying, you work for us, and you are going to do what we, the people, command. Not what the big dollar donors say. That ends. That ends when the people stand up. That ends when the people finally get out and let their voices be heard. I hope that these reflections grasp you to like it, share it, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. Copy the link and send it out. Talk to your neighbors, talk to your friends or acquaintances. Get involved, because this is our country, and I know of no better way at this point to get it back. So many people, especially the trolls, say that it's a losing battle. Just go home. They're part of the problem. They're part of what we're trying to get rid of. So don't listen to them. They have no better idea. If somebody has a better idea to start to heal our Constitution and get our country back, I'm all ears. But so far, there's been nobody to even offer up an idea. They say, there's no problem. Or just show up to the voting box. That's a status quo mentality. Has it worked in prior years and decades? No. It's only been a facade. It's only been a facade. We need to go back to paper ballots and lots of observers that industry, I can tell you that they are nothing but fraudulent. They do not represent us. They only represent those who control them. Doesn't anybody find it odd that the #1 producer of voting machines in this country happens to be the same individual that places political cronies in state's attorneys' positions that don't even prosecute somebody for grand larceny? Should tell everyone that when you've got over 51% of these companies owned by the same people, the same big billionaire that are funneling money into campaigns that are not for the people, but they're in charge of our voting, our machines. Wake up. We need to get rid of the electronic voting and go back to paper ballots. We need to have checks and balances, and we need to have plenty of people on the ground watching our votes. But we still need to vote. Because even if they are cheating, it's harder to cheat when there's so much scrutiny, when there's so many people voting. We have to get the numbers up. So voting is still important. But it should never be thought of as the only way to make change. Never. So we can't control a lot of that, other than the fact that we show up and we do our vote in person, not by mail. With that, we need people. For that, I should say. We've got to have many, 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 many people come stand with me, and let's close off roads with so many people to where they have to allow us passage and divert traffic, because there are roads too. We need to get the alphabet soup media to understand that they're going to report correctly on us, or they're gone next. There's a lot to this. Every time I talk like this, it's an open-ended talk. I have no script. People just need to wake up and they need to come to the party. It's that simple. So I'm going to go say hello to the people inside. Thank you for allowing us to stay here, to set a table up here at the Pilot in Roosevelt. And hopefully we've got some radio station ads that are airing as well. So with that, I'm going to say good day. Now I'm going to play an outro that is inclusive of James Topp in Canada, and just after that we'll end the stream. So enjoy this montage, if you will. God bless you. God bless the United